Hi, this is IK. Welcome to Here is How I Learn CRUD in React Redux Thunk. Note, CRUD stands for Create, Read, Update, and Delete, which are the basic operation used in databases and applications for managing data. Application 470 is only React. Take data from a mock server, but only React. There will be asynchronous process, get out from React and to mock server and get back data, get back state. And that state, posts array, will be state on read.js component. Because in that component is declared state posts. Read.js, there is a button with capital B letters, and it means it is a React element, not HTML element, but a React element. And on click, event on click or properties of that button element would be call of arrow function, and in body of that is handle update. Post ID is parameter. And that handle update with the information with parameter post ID will open update.js. It is first page, what happened on the first page. In second step is page update.js open, and here is a button type submit. It means that the form on submit event will call function handle submit. And handle submit happen on update.js, but by M of reference, what we can see in the code, handle submit activate function handle update post. Original handle update post in read.js. We begin with read.js and we finished with read.js, this update process. Read.js is state, post state is read.js component own declare state post, and only in that component we can immutable update post state post, and it happened here. Here would be a lot of leaf, a lot of pages of paper write by my hand about more and more detail. It is some first topic. After what I have question and go inside, go back for repeat until I know write complete script without look at anything. But first I must understand, then repeat. Okay, here is first observation that we start with the page with the component read.js, and we finished update process also on read.js. Update process. Application 454 use Redux. Don't use mock server. State is memory, is in memory, and all what we add and add to state will be disappear after turn off our application. We have initial state, and we can create all CRUD functionality. Here is, I talk about update. We start from post list by link, view single post page. And second, we coming on single post page. And here is a link, capital letters. It is React element. It is edit link for edit link, edit post, and by router, by parameter in web address, we open edit post form, and by that parameter we know what post we click. An edit post form, there is data in that form, data from a post what we clicked. Edit post form is next step, visible, number 3. Edit post form, and in edit post form I use a button, HTML element, and on click call on save post clicked. It is called like a variable and not like function. And during rendering playlist of events, rendering is a lot of events, cannot start, cannot get in work on save post clicked because it is in form, syntax is in form variable, not function. And on click, we call that on save post clicked, edit post form, and we are on the edit post form, and that on save post clicked start also dispatch post updated. It is Redux version. It is version where we don't go out in asynchronous process. Post updated, dispatch post updated. We have used Redux here, and that post updated is a reducer. Look at in number 4. It is post slice.js. Post slice.js is configuration of about Redux, store, reducer function, action creator. It is action creator, and a post slice. We have a post updated. Parameter is state and action. It is for reducer function. It is reducer. State is original state. What is action? Action will have is object with 2 properties. Action type, what said what to do with, and with payload. Payload is properties of action object. Object type, and payload. It is two properties of object action, and it is reducer, because it's coming from event in a reducer. Event in a reducer here is, look at number 3, edit post form, on click, button on click, it is edit post form. Call on save post clicked, that call dispatch post updated, and post updated is reducer, because in Redux only reducer can immutable update state. Immutable update state, only reducer with the two input state and action, and depend about action and payload. Original state will be immutable update in a new state. Create immutable update original state. It is reducer. Here we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, one more than other two. Because of post list, there is a list, but first click, we see single post page. In other two, we don't have that. We have directly on the list read.js or post list in Thunk 1, we see immediately update button. But here in 454 application, we don't see update button in post list, but we see via single post page. Okay, third application, Thunk 1. First, post list.js, again small button. It is HTML button, on click, attribute on click. On click is event in JavaScript, and here in HTML element button, it is attribute. In when a button start with capital letters, it is React element. React element is object, and we call on click properties. Object have properties. And now here is on click is attribute. And that on click call arrow function, because here we need write syntax for function handle update, and in parentheses we have attribute post.id, important attribute, and we must write handle update like function, but we cannot directly on click equal handle update post ID, because during rendering events, it is a long list of events. Some of them would start that function. Renderings mean execution of any programs, but and any function, any if-else statement, etc. Every element, part of component, and on update post, on update, handle updates with parentheses, with parameter, would be executed during rendering. But we don't know, we don't want it. We want that it would be executed when we click on button on post list, button update, open, and that button open update post form.js. Second step is update post form.js is opened, full of title, content of post, what we click. And there is a button type submit. When button type equals submit, it means that form use on submit equal and call some function. Submit form call on update post click. And inside of that, we have dispatch update post. It all happened in update post form. We have dispatch, and momentarily we must go to see post slice, because update post here is Thunk function. Thunk function is part of middleware. We use data from a mock server, and the Thunk function and all that middleware we need for go outside of React, get data and get back to React, get data from mock server and get back to React. And about all that inform Redux. Redux can understand only synchron script, synchron functionality. And here we have asynchron. And because of that, we need middleware. Middleware we use, it is code in background, what give us possibility go out on the mock server, take data and get back to state. Redux can only for global data, we use state in store of Redux. And our global data is in Redux, in state. It is memorized in Redux. Redux is a separate library of React. We have two libraries working together, and state must go to state in store of Redux. And that state can only be immutable update by a reducer. And because of that, dispatch update post is action creator. And we must go to post slice.js. We see that update post is a Thunk function, and we see add case. Add case also, it is reducer, extra reducer, add case. And that combination, Thunk function get array post from mock server. If it is all okay, Thunk function give it that middleware contact add case concretely action creator. It is fulfilled for post update. Fulfilled, it would be it is a string. It is object type, and payload would be payload. What would be payload would be updated post, and extra reducer, immutable update, actually state, and we have a new state, I thinking about that. I look at in paper what I write, and I writing other notes and notes. I'm going in more details, but very important is comparing this possibility. We can find yourself in this possibility. I always, in my next application, in my next experience, and my portfolio, I used Thunk. And like that, I will have only one option of these three. We don't need Thunk for some small, simple application, but I will use because of experience, because of learning, and would be ready for the biggest possible application. In the next video, I continues with how I learn it, how I understand it, and how I learn and how I repeat and repeat and repeat. And the confusion in React coming because we didn't enough times repeating. Repeating must be until we are confident, until we can code this three application without looking in any code. Understand, write code, and again write code, and again understand, and always something to see new for yourself. If I give you all my experience, all my discovery in one video, it is nothing. It is not good for learning. But because of that, I will have a lot of video about learning, and in which video I try concentrate on 1-2 topics, not more. For example, some of next video will be about use effect and component rendering. What happened that, and a lot of topic would be when I go in others functionality in CRUD, create, delete, CRUD, create, update, read, create, read, update, and delete. And I will not save my time about this video because I'm really glad that I have that experience, that I discovered a lot of step by step through time. For every learning, we need time. We need time. We can understand, but we forget tomorrow if we don't code it. when we from understanding go to coding, we will see that we don't know coding because it is different of understand. Understanding means understand what teacher said, what book said, what that blog said. But that blog not said all, teacher not said all. Here is a lot of thing what I didn't said, but we understand. You can understand, you maybe understand what I said now, but it is enough, not enough to go to code. But you can to go to code and look at in original code, think about, read about, and we see in the next topic about CRUD, about how I am learning CRUD in React, Redux, and Thunk. Thank you for watching this video.